Hey student, watch this video and learn about prepositions of place and time. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Priggs here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another video. If you're coming back for more, if it's your first time, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Make sure to subscribe because from Monday to Friday, I post different kinds of videos to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So, hey, consider subscribing. Anyways, my friends, let's dive into the content because today I have a lot of information and I don't have a lot of time. So, hey ho, let's go. So, prepositions of place and time. I think 2 weeks ago I made a video about prepositions, okay? And then I told you that I would be making a series of videos about prepositions. So here I am making preposition videos. This is the second video. The first video was an introduction to the subject where I told you a little bit about prepositions. Now in this video we dive into the content of learning a little bit more about prepositions, okay? Now just a quick review. What are prepositions? A preposition is a word that will link, that will connect nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. So you imagine you have a sentence, a long sentence. Sentence would be similar to phrase, okay? Imagine you have a sentence. In this sentence, you have to connect the words. Now, there are many different kinds of connectors, but in this case, I'm talking about prepositions. So a preposition will help you link the words within a sentence. That's the purpose of a preposition, okay? In a future series, I can talk more about connectors. That's not the goal here, okay? Now, prepositions of place and time. What is a preposition of time? A preposition of time is a word that allows you to help describe a specific time. So, for example, a specific date, a specific day of the week, or the exact time when something is happening. So this preposition, this word, will help you describe that, will connect to these words that describe a specific time, a specific date, a day of the week, or exact times. So this word will be next to these kinds of words that describe time. So a preposition of time will always be linked to these words, okay? On the other hand, a preposition of place, obviously, is a word that will allow you to refer to a place or where someone is located or where something is located. So these prepositions of place, they will always be next to, well, not always, but well, in this case, yes, they will be next to words that are referred to locations, to the location of someone or location of something. So that's the responsibility of the prepositions in a sentence, okay? Now, we have 3 prepositions of place and time, okay? And here, just remember that I talked to you about simple prepositions, compound prepositions. I'm talking to you about the most basic prepositions, okay? The most basic prepositions of time and place. So here, I'm talking about the 3 most important and perhaps the 3 prepositions that you need to learn to talk about time and place. And these are in, on, at, okay? There are more videos. Remember, I think it's going to be a 6 video series, 5, 6 videos. I'm not sure right now, but if I'm not covering something tonight, I will talk about it in a future video. And hey, I haven't finished the series yet. Every class I make is live, so you can post your suggestions, okay? Make sure to let me know your suggestions because they can become videos about prepositions, okay? Awesome, so the prepositions are in, on, at, and we are going to cover in, on, at for both place and time because they are used in both scenarios. How awesome is that? Now, let's take a look at prepositions of time, okay? And I tried my best to make this look as awesome as possible, but editing is not my strongest. So here let's focus on preposition in. Well, if after class you can pause this video, zoom in so that you can see the chart that I prepared. But here I posted the most common situations when you use in to describe time. Okay, remember time. Now, months. Okay, I was born in September. That's true. Teacher Prix was born in September. Hello, presents. September. Well, it's October now, but hey, oh well. Years. Michael Jackson died in 2010, and it's true, he died in 2010. I was in the United States. I was in the United States when he died, and I was devastated, and I think the entire country was devastated when he died. Seasons. What are the seasons? Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Which one is your favorite season? Let me know in the comments. What else? Periods of time during the day. So basically, when I say periods of time, I'm talking about morning, afternoon, and evening. If you need a preposition, you are going to need in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Teacher Prix, can I say in morning? No, you cannot. You need in the morning. Teacher, can I say in evening? No, you have to say in the evening. Teacher, can I say in afternoon? No, in the afternoon, okay? Please make sure to pay attention to that. You will also use in to describe how much time you need to do something, okay? How much time you used how much time was required for you to do something. Well, I was able to finish my homework in 10 minutes. Can you believe that? I imagine that it was a terrible homework exercise, but hey, if you finished in 10 minutes, congratulations. So this was the total amount of time that you needed to finish an exercise. Here I posted, I was able to finish my essay. What is an essay? It's a writing exercise, okay? An essay. I was able to finish my essay in 2 days. Maybe it was a difficult essay. And finally, you will use in to indicate when something happens in the future, usually near future, okay? And what do I mean by that? Let's say you go to Angela's house and you are her friend and you want to go out. You are waiting for Angela. Then her mother comes downstairs and says, hey, don't worry, Angela will be ready in a few minutes. So what am I saying? That she will be ready, she will be done in 10 minutes, in a few minutes, not a long time, okay? Or Peter will be back in a couple of days. These are expressions, okay, guys? If I were you, I would write down in a few minutes, in a couple of days. These are very useful expressions that English learners forget or they confuse which preposition to use. Sometimes they say on a few minutes, on a couple of days. So these are good examples for you to study and use and memorize, okay? Awesome, my friends. And if you have questions, make sure to let me know. And if you are enjoying this preposition lesson, hey, make sure to hit the like button. That way I understand that this is the kind of lesson you enjoy. All right, moving on. Let's focus on on. On is a little shorter for time. You are going to use time with days of the week. On Monday, on Tuesdays. So I post grammar lessons on Tuesdays, okay? So on Tuesdays, I like to make grammar lessons, okay? So on Wednesdays, I like to make idioms lessons, vocabulary lessons. On Thursdays, I like to post listening tips, reading tips, some kinds of study tips. And on Fridays, I like to post study tips, answer questions about learning, the learning process. So what am I doing here, guys? I am bringing the preposition to a real context. For me, I am describing my week and the videos that I post for you on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. Now, why am I doing this? Well, in my opinion, this is the best way for you to learn and memorize prepositions. By bringing it to your life by bringing it to examples that will make sense for you, that are real for you, real examples. That's what I mean by saying real examples. I just described my week to you. All the things, all the videos that I post on Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and on Fridays, okay? So this is a good way to study. Then the next one I have here is days of the week plus period. Now, if you paid attention in the previous slide, I said that you use in plus the period of the day, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Now here, if you have the day of the week plus the period, you are going to use on Monday afternoons, on Tuesday nights. So for example, I love to do yoga on Tuesday nights because I have time to do yoga on Tuesday nights. But I don't do yoga on Wednesday nights because I don't have time, because I work full time at night. I mean, until 10 actually, so I don't have time. On Thursday nights, I don't have time either. But on Thursday afternoons, I definitely have time to do yoga or to go for a run or to hit the gym. So these are the things that I do. So you see, it's not only the day of the week, it's the period together. In this case, on. Here my example, I always take a nap on Sunday afternoons. I love taking a nap on Sunday afternoons. Tell me about you. Do you like to take a nap on Sunday afternoons? Let me know. Anyways, next. With the word weekend, if necessary. Okay, so I love to visit my parents on weekends. So in this case, it's necessary. Teacher Pricks, give me an example when I don't need to use on with weekend. Last weekend. I went to my hometown last weekend. I don't need on. I'm using last. So pay attention, okay? Now, in American English, we say on. British English usually uses at weekend. So I'm not focused on British English or anything. I'm focusing on American English. Americans say on weekends, okay? Next, with the day plus the month, which means a date. For example, me, Teacher Pricks, I was born on September 13th, okay? It's the day. It's the month and the day. I put day plus month. It's month plus day. I think I was reading from a British website or something. So month plus day. So I was born on September 13th. If I had only the month, it would be in, okay? But it's not only the month. It's the month plus the day. So in this case, on, let's see, October 22nd. On October 22nd, I got a phone call from my best friend from the United States. It was awesome, okay? And with special days, special holidays on Christmas, on New Year's Eve, on Halloween. Hey, we're gonna have a special Halloween video. I hope you can participate. I think the Halloween video is gonna be on Thursday night. Yes, it's going to be not this week, next week, Thursday night, October 31st, Halloween video, okay? Stay tuned, because it's gonna be fun. Anyways, moving on. So these are the prepositions of time. Then on, now we are going to talk about at. The preposition of time, at. So when are you going to use at? Clock. What time is it? Dun, 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 dun. It's a song, a terrible song, by the way. With the clock, at 2, at 3. Well, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Well, not every day, but mostly. Oh, this afternoon I have a doctor's appointment at 3 p.m. Or I had, because it's already gone. But with clock times, okay? You don't use prepositions at when you're talking about the time. When someone asks you about the time. If I ask you, hey, what time is it? You don't say at. You say it's. Hey, what time is it? Well, it's 10 a.m. It's 10 to 8 p.m. okay? But if I am talking about appointments or talking about the time when I do things, then I need the preposition at. I go to school at 7 a.m. I have lunch at noon. I watch Teacher Prix's lessons at night or at 7:30 p.m. every day, 7:30 p.m. São Paulo, Brazil time. I start my live lessons. So that's the moment when you do that. Now with meal times, at lunchtime, these are expressions, specific expressions. At breakfast time, at lunchtime, at dinner time, you will use at. Okay, so maybe you are talking to your colleague and you will see him at lunchtime, so you can say, hey, I'll see you at lunchtime, or can we talk at lunchtime? This would be a good way to use this. Let me drink some water because I'm really thirsty. Awesome. It's live, my friends. I'm using my voice quite a lot. Anyway, so this concludes the prepositions of place and time. Sorry, preposition of time for in, on, at. And I recommend you go back in this video and watch it again. There's a lot of explanation here. And remember, this is just the second part of the video. There's a lot more coming, okay? Anyways, moving on. Alright, this should be interesting. And remember, if you can't see this well, I apologize, but I will ask you to go back to the video and really check this out. This chart is really complete. There's a lot of information. So now here I had to go quick because I have 9 minutes and then I have to go. Prepositions of place. Let's start with in. Right now I'm not reading the chat, okay guys? So I apologize. I see a lot of people are participating. Remember, if you have questions, let me know. I will be starting talking about prepositions of places now, Louise, so check it out. Now, in. Let's start with in. Basically, I will use in to talk about geographical regions, mountains, cities, countries, states, continents, even neighborhoods in a city, okay? So I live in the south of France. Hello. There is a small village in the mountains that we have to see. So I'm describing the location of the village. The village is in the mountains and I want to see the mountains. I want to see the village, okay? There are many different countries in South Africa. Guys, there are so many different countries in South Africa. I get a lot of videos, I got a lot of views from people from South Africa, you know? And is it South Africa or am I confusing? Because I wanted to say something else. I didn't want to say South Africa. I just wanted to say Africa. But there are many countries in Africa. Many people from Africa watch my videos. Thank you so much. Next example. I had a picnic in the park last weekend. Okay, so these are geographical regions, mountains, cities, countries, states, even parks. Okay, now continuing with in. With buildings, rooms, but not just any building. You have to be inside, surrounded on all sides. Basically, this means that you are inside. You are surrounded by all sides. On all sides, you have walls. You are inside. If this is the idea, my friend, then you have to use in. For example, let's say I have a doctor's appointment and then I go see the doctor, but the doctor is taking forever. So I talk to the receptionist and then she tells me, Priscilla, I am so sorry the doctor is late, but you will have to wait. You will have to stay in the waiting room. We will keep you posted. We will let you know when he comes. So in the waiting room, I am inside the waiting room. I have to stay there. Next example. Oh no, I forgot my car keys in the office. This means it was inside the office, okay? Next, look, there are so many people swimming in the lake, inside. Well, you don't swim on, you have to go in, into the water, okay? Now, final, with containers, with liquids and other substances to show what they contain. For example, let's say you are, I'm giving you some coffee. Then I ask you, hey, do you take sugar in your coffee, in that liquid called coffee? I can taste onion in the sauce. So let's imagine you are making tomato sauce for a spaghetti, huh? Well, I can taste onion in the sauce. Well, I love onions. I have no problems with that. Well, hey, are you hungry? There's food in the fridge. In the fridge, inside the fridge. So if you're hungry, there's food in the fridge, my friend. Moving on. On, preposition on. On will be connected, very basic example, surface. The book is on the table. I don't like this example, but it makes it very clear. So it's in contact with the surface. It's not in, but it's in contact with the surface. In this case, let's say the desk, my table. The book is on the table. Desk is different from table. My key that opens my door is on my desk, okay? There is a beautiful moose on my wall. I don't know if you can see my wall, but there is a moose on my wall, okay? Let's say here, there is an orange stripe on my dress, okay? Hey, what's this? There's something on your nose. Take it off, remove it, clean it off. Okay, there's something on, not in, on your nose, okay? Hey, don't put your hand on my shoulder. I don't want you to do that. Excellent. Moving on. Let's see. 1 second. Very well. With roads, streets, avenues. The drugstore is on the corner of Sullivan's Street. So whenever I am describing addresses, names of avenue, names of streets, I'm not giving you a full address, okay? But I'm giving you a description of a street, an avenue, a road. You use on, okay? On the left, you can see a beautiful chair. On the right, you can see an elegant lady or an elegant window, okay? And finally, at. You will use at to describe places or points in a specific space. For example, I am giving you a location. I'm describing you a place in a specific location. I am staying at my friend's tonight. What am I saying? At my friend's. I am staying in a friend's house, but I'm giving you the location. I'm telling you it's an address. That's the idea when I say at. I'm giving you a specific address. And when people think address, they usually connect to the complete address, number, avenue. No. When I say I am at my friend's house, I'm describing a place in terms of location, not in terms of being inside my friend's house, okay? I will meet you at the reception desk. So let's say you are in a hotel. You are, staying in a hotel. Then I want to go out and I'm waiting for you. So I can tell you, hey, I'm waiting for you at the reception desk. So meet me there. Meet me at the reception desk. There is someone at the door. My door is in front of me. Let's say my sister's calling me. Priscilla, I'm at the door. Open the door. Hold the door. Hold on. Oh, well. Excellent. You will also use at with public places and stores. Jamie is at the dentist. When I say Jamie is at the dentist, I'm saying he is at a specific address, at the dentist. I don't know exactly if he's in the dentist room, where he is, but he's there, okay? That's the idea. I'm at the doctor. So when someone, let's say your friend calls you, hey, Priscilla, where are you? I'm at the doctor. The idea is of location, describing a specific place, okay, with the idea of address. And with events, at the party. Many people say in the party. It's at the party, my friends. Or I met my colleague at the annual conference of oncology of Toronto. So I was at the conference. So specific events will usually require the preposition at. Now, I know it was a lot of information and I wish I could make this shorter, okay? But it is a lot. That's why I just focused on prepositions of place and prepositions of time. Next week, no, in 2 weeks, I will continue with prepositions, and based on your feedback, if you still have questions, if you still want to know more about prepositions of place and time in on at, let me know and I can go back to this lesson. It's no problems at all. Remember, this is a lesson. It's not just a video for me. It's a lesson, okay? Now, I have a question for you. What preposition mistakes do you usually make? This will help me prepare a video, so let me know. Come back in the comments and post what preposition mistakes do you usually make. Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this lesson, share it with your friends. Other than that, my friends, have a lovely day or a lovely night, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!